The thing that I love the most about a new season, new beginnings, is that everyone is on the exact same playing field. Now, there are some players or teams that might be seen as the best of the best. And then there are some players or teams that are seen as the worst of the worst. But when it all starts, we all start at the exact same spot. And some of those teams you thought that could be terrible might actually be dominant, may have put in the work. And some of those teams that were the best may be loafing around and may stumble. It all depends on how you guys play your cards, because even though you've probably never even won an event, I believe if you put in the work, you can be the next 2020 champion. In this video, we're going to be talking about the cards that you guys should buy before they skyrocket in price. Because just like competition, just like seasons and leagues, everything starts at just about the same. Everybody has that equal opportunity to take advantage of these cards. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then go and destroy that subscribe button. But more importantly, go hit that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. Now that we established that every person is on the same playing ground, whether it's the cards that you guys should buy or it's you going to Worlds, let's talk about those cards, because more importantly, getting those cards will be the key to your success. Let's start talking about them, boys. Before I start talking about the cards that you guys should buy before they skyrocket, if you are purchasing on TCGPlayer, use the link down below in the description. It helps give me a little bit of kickback. So while you guys are benefiting, I'm benefiting too. It helps me as a content creator. The first card we're going to be talking about came out of the Rising Rampage set. So we can only expect one reprint as an unlimited run, but that's pretty much it. I don't think this card will be reprinted for a very long time. Get Out is very powerful. It allows you to target 2 monsters special from the extra deck and then shuffle them into the deck. Now, it's really good against strategies that want to use guard dragons. Typically, they'll have 2 monsters in the extra deck on their side of the field. Get Out not only disrupts their guard dragon LP or Pisty, but it also shuffles them back into the deck. And if you guys can remember, you can only special summon those guys once per turn, effectively getting rid of their strategy. It's also really good against pendulum decks because it can shuffle those monsters pendulum summoned to their side of the field back into the deck, meaning that it's a little bit harder for them to get those cards back into their hands or back into their fields for further play. Currently, Get Out is sitting at $9. I think Get Out could be a $15 to $20 card, so it is a high risk, almost low reward unless it does go to that $20 range. But then you start to remember that Trap Trick is getting reprinted as an ultra rare inside of the 2019 Megatons, so Get Out just might be a little more important or potent than some of the other trap cards in the game. The next card on this list is Topologic Bombi Boy. This guy is amazing. So anytime a monster is special summoned to where a link arrow points to, not just Topologic Bombi Boy, you get to destroy all monsters on the field. Whoa, imagine a deck like Sky Strikers summoning this monster in their extra monster zone in the mid to late game when they don't necessarily need their Sky Striker links. Not only do they get to destroy all cards in their main monster zone so they can activate their Sky Striker spell cards, our opponent will now have a hard time special summoning monsters to where link arrows point to. You guys are starting to get the theme for this? Those guard dragon decks are going to have a really hard time against Topologic Bomber Dragon. Also, Topologic Bomber Dragon inflicts damage to the opponent when it attacks another card, so he could be a game ender Link 4 on his own. The fact that he only requires 2 effect monsters, meaning that you can use anything that equates to Link 4, whether it's a Link 3 and a Link 1, a Link 3 and an effect monster, 2 Link 2s, or however you may be it, Topologic Bomber Dragon is easy to summon. Currently, this card is sitting at a very low price of $6. But without a reprint, I can see Topologic Bomber Dragon being a $20 card. Another card that requires a little bit of investment but gives you a high reward when it does become one of the top cards of the format. Destrudo Noodle has 2 modes of sexiness. You get sexy and super sexy because the rares are still sitting at $3 a pop. But the super rares are $8 a pop, and this card is pretty good for not only guard dragon decks but pendulum decks, any deck that wants to synchro summon, well heck, any deck that wants to extend monsters to your side of the field. Dragons are probably some of the strongest monsters in the game, and Destrudo doesn't disappoint. At the cost of half of your life points, you target a level 6 or lower monster on your side of the field. Special summon Destrudo, and then basically Destrudo's level becomes equal to whatever it is to make it a Synchro 7. It will always end up in a Synchro 7. But the fact that Destrudo can manipulate its level, making it prime Guard Dragon food or giving you free Synchro 7 food, whether you are making the Black Rose Dragon or just making an FA Don Dragster, because you're like, chill out, Callie, that's the super secret spice. I think that Destrudo can rise as high as a $15 to $20 super rare and maybe a $5 to $6 to $8, even an $8 rare. The card has already received a reprint inside of the Megaton, so unless we get another reprint sometime soon, this card will be a staple card that everybody wants to have. Now let's just take a second to talk about the cards that have skyrocketed in price overnight, because these cards were on my list. Soul Eating Raptor was at $8 when I was talking about it. And I was gonna tell you guys to buy them before they spiked up to $15 and then they spiked up to $15. So I'm not 100% sure if you should still buy them, even though they only have one print. And that print came out before Master Rule 4 came out. Will Soul Eating Raptor hit that $20 range? I think it's a really risky proposition. I mean, I kind of bought a whole bunch when they were 4s because, you know, I already made this before, so I'm in a good spot. The next card we're going to talk about is Saravis, which is another high-risk card. Saravis is starting to become one of the better hand traps in the format, being a searchable ritual card if you are playing a ritual deck, but its most important effect prevents your opponent from targeting your monsters. Your opponent targets one of those monsters with cards like Effect Veil or Infinite Impermanence? Nah, discard that Saravis. If they have an effect monster that targets a monster on your side of the field, discard that Saravis, and it's a pretty good hand trap. I think the last card that I want to talk to you guys about is World Legacy Guard Dragon, because at the time of actually constructing the list, the card was a $6 to $8 card. I told my boys about it. I think my boys bought it. I don't understand what happened, but now this card is like $16 and it's crazy. I mean, if it makes you guys feel better, you probably still could buy this card and it still might go up even higher. So those are just 3 cards I wanted to talk to you guys about that they've already skyrocketed in price. High risk, high reward if you want to invest into them. But more importantly, you probably still need them regardless if you are planning on to playing that deck. I checked Card of Demise from the Dual Power set and it was as low as $4. And I don't even really know what to say. Card of Demise is one of the cards that players were complaining about being busted when it first came out, and continued to complain about it throughout its meta-ness. When Yosenjus were hyped, when True Dracos came out, they were screaming for this card to be addressed. Now it's sitting at $4. Now I say you'd have to be a fool not to invest into this card. Card of Demise is insane, ladies and gentlemen. It allows you to draw 3 cards. There's not even a single Yu-Gi-Oh card that is like in Yu-Gi-Oh right now that allows you to draw 3 free cards. Like, whatever. Currently, its lowest price from the Dual Power set is $4. I think it is a perfect time to invest into your Card of Demises. This card can rise back up to a $20 card, even with 3 reprints. I think that the secret rares will be a nice $20 range, but I think that the ultra rares will sit at about $15. Card of Demise goes hand in hand with decks like True Draco, and as long as True Draco is considered one of the best decks of the format, there'll be a demand for Card of Demise. Now, I can't be giving away all my secret tech cards before I make my secret tech video, but this is one of my favorite cards in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Thunder King Ryo has won me so many games at its hype. Not only is it a walking mistake, it prevents players from adding cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. It can also stop a special summon that does not activate its effect. So all link summons literally become on board for this card. What's the most popular summoning mechanic again? Is it fusion summoning? No. Is it synchro summoning? No, this isn't 2008. Is it Exceed summoning? Well, I mean, Thunder King Ryo is still good against 2 of the 3 of those, and then contact fusioning, but it is link summoning. Thunder King Ryo not only helps prohibit your opponent from searching, something that we can expect that's going to happen more since decks are less consistent, it also stops one of the best mechanics in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Whoever would have thought Thunder King Ryo would still be a good card at 1900 attack? Kinda hard to get over. Its current price for an Ultima Rare sits at only $30. I mean, look, we could just buy this card out right now and it'll never go down because the ultimate rare print was from 10 million years ago. The secret rare print is at a modest $10, and ironically, that's actually been the price of the card since it came out. Like, it's never been below $10. I think that the ultimate rare version can go to about $90 to $100 easy, like not even a problem. Not even without meta relevance, this card can go to $100. And then the secret rares can go to 15 and 20, but don't worry, budget players. There's still commons and gold rares that I hope nobody touches for like resale purposes. Mind Control is another one of those proposition cards. It could be reprinted in a few months, but looking at it right now, it's like, I mean, will it get reprinted in swag rarity? Mind Control currently sits at about a $7 card for an ultra rare, and I believe about a $10 card for the original super rare. These cards can easily shoot up the price to like $20. I mean, seriously, Mind Control is like, did you guys see World Championship 2019? Mind Control is like extremely good in mirror match decks, and guess what format we're gonna be going into? Where you're going to be seeing quite a few mirror matches or interactions with your opponent that are going to be similar to your deck strategies. Mind Control will be really good for snatching your opponent's monster and using it against them. Wouldn't sleep on this card. It's pretty good. The last card we are going to be talking about, I swear, people complain about this card being expensive. It gets reprinted. It falls to like some obscure price that nobody even like, oh, it's cheap. Nobody cares about. And then it skyrockets back in price and people complain about it. Just pick it up right now before it's too late, guys. Please just pick this card up. I know a lot of these cards are more of the expensive side of these lists, but these are pretty much cards guaranteed to go up. This one's gonna go up, but it's gonna take you a little bit more time. Galaxy Soldier is sitting at $1 for dual power versions. $1, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's been reprinted a few times, but $1, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Cyber Dragons are not making the waves that players want to right now. Could they make waves tomorrow? Yes, but guess what will go up if they do make waves? Galaxy Soldier, ladies and gentlemen. Dual power is a little bit behind us, so you guys should definitely be looking at those cards and trying to figure out what investments would be best for you. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, even if you don't do that, I mean, it's gonna sit there for another month, and then I'll make another video about cards that you should buy before they skyrocket in price. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you really did, consider joining our Patreon. We have so many awesome rewards. Also, a mad shout out to our newest Patreons, Dylan, Connor, Justin M, Dear Soom. I hope I said your name right. I'm terrible with names sometimes. And Marlex's girl. Welcome to the clan. Make sure you add yourself to that Discord as well as much as me or Jest, so we can get you the top dog so you can take advantage of all your rewards. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys having a great day like I am.